Hey, it's Lacey, the host of Things That Go Boom. And I'm here to let you know that our next season is just about to drop. And this season, it's personal. See, I grew up in this tiny town on the coast of Oregon called Coos Bay. It's beautiful. Dramatic cliffs tower over the beaches. The landscape is lush and green. But the industrial jobs that employed the majority of the town for nearly a century, those jobs are mostly gone now. And not much has come along to replace them. Now, I work in D.C. Most of my colleagues grew up playing lacrosse, doing debate club after school, or spending time in summer homes. But as longtime listeners might recall, I was a rodeo queen. And my rural middle-class backgrounds always made me a little bit of a weirdo in the largely upper-class world of foreign policy. That is, until now.
I will equip our people to succeed in the new global economy with a foreign policy for the middle class. A foreign policy for the middle class.
Foreign policy for the middle class.
Me and middle-class Joe from Scranton.
As I come from a middle-class neighborhood.
We're not an afterthought anymore. This policy is all about us. But what does any of this have to do with advancing our interests abroad or forming alliances? You know, those traditional foreign policy things? Since when does the Secretary of State talk about labor?
We will fight for every American job and for the rights, protections, and interests of all American workers.
The thing that brings jobs back to Coos Bay might be national security.
There is simply no reason why the blades for wind turbines can't be built in Pittsburgh instead of Beijing. No reason.
But can this giant blob of a strategy help the whole middle class? Or does it only target a subset? The people who look like middle-class Joe? Will it change the way we look at social justice? Or education? Or the environment? And is it really all that different from America First?
I want to see the day when Apple will make their iPhones in this country instead of making them in China and Vietnam.
Plus, how the heck will it work? On this season of Things That Go Boom, we're diving straight into an issue nobody in foreign policy ever talks about. Or at least nobody ever used to. America's middle class. We're talking about what Coos Bay has to do with the rest of the world and what the rest of the world has to do with Coos Bay. Season 5.
There's no longer a bright line between foreign and domestic policy.
Coming June 21st.